Alright, we're back with more media discernment. I wanted to do a bigger and better video than this one, but I guess we'll just cover this one and the one I just did as kind of like a lesser week of them. I don't know. But anyhow, we're going to cover Firework by Katy Perry, director Dave Meyers, producers Robert Bray and Danny Lockwood. Anyhow, so yeah, I just don't want to let them get away with everything they're doing and pushing into the minds of youth around the world. I'm disgusted by it, so that's why I'm kind of going to hold them accountable for the content they are pushing and creating by doing media discernment videos on them and exposing them. But without further ado, let's get into this. So we're going to do a media discernment on Firework, or music video Firework. This is not based on the lyrics, this is just based upon the video footage, what people see. So, first off, there's parental feuding, so there's conflict. Then there's some earrings I noticed, and with earrings, we go to Leviticus 19:28. Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am the Lord. So no tattoos, no messing with yourself. You don't need tattoos. It's a silly thing, and also earrings and piercings like that. It's just a silly, dumb thing to me. You were born just fine. You weren't born with the earrings, so why would you need them? It's to, put on more appeal. Well, the dude shouldn't care about the earrings on you to make you look pretty. He should care about you as who you are, not what you look like. So, boom, got that one. Alright, let's continue on. Bathing suits, both genders at a pool party. So there's a party going on, which is, a general portrayal how those things are. There's a sick kid, another wills not to enter the pool. So very much a lot of hesitation, not comfortable at this party, which who knows what's going on at this party of youth. Anyhow, from above, Katy's chest produces fireworks. Now, I don't know if this is some sexual reference or what, but I don't think it is. But anyhow, her fireworks, I guess her goodness is noticed by the sick kid and also a kid involved in the parental feud. Because of him seeing Katy Perry, I guess her goodness, that the parent feud kid also gets the fireworks going and breaks up the feud, aka causing good. So it's like a ripple effect of good, which is fine. Depends what's really being, meant by all this. I don't know, because I'm not doing it based on the lyrics. I'm just doing it based on the visuals of what's seen in all the shots and scenery. So there's another dance party shown, and it's a completely horrendous, druggy environment. The air quality, the air control, you can totally see it in the air. It's just a messed up environment. So this is pushing partying, druggy environments. There's no doubt alcohol environment if it's like a bar type thing, which it no doubt was. So it's just horrendous. Yeah, you're not going to get anywhere with the addictions. Addictions are about self. It's not about others. You got to do things for others. You can't do things just for you. But anyhow, with whatever it is, addictions based on that druggy environment and alcohol environment and partying and stuff like that. Let's go to 1 Peter 2:11. Dearly beloved, I beseech you as strangers and pilgrims, abstain from fleshly lusts which war against the soul. Alright, so Katy spreads her fireworks around. I think it's meant as good causing more good, which is a true thing. Good causes more good, and bad causes more bad. Violence causes violence. Stuff like that. There's just ripple effects on all that. Alright, so now there's kissing, which is fine, but there was a girl seated on a man. That's generally not so good. I don't think they were married, which it can be okay, but generally I would just point that out as a no-no. You don't want too much physical contact in terms of temptation. Then there's Katy in a V-cut dress, so a V-cut. There's tattoos. Of course she has tattoos. I don't know who had the tattoos. It was probably her, but she has tattoos. Did we already cover that? Not in this one. I think it was the last one. So Leviticus 19:28. You shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am the Lord. I think I did that for the piercings, so we didn't need to do that. Possible alcohol glass, which ties into what I said earlier. It's just a youthful dance party, just completely drugged out environment. Is probably a bar environment as well. So there's no doubt alcohol. I have no doubt. That's what this is showing. This is showing just selfish partying, not doing anything good. So yeah, that's my take. Just living for the self, not for others. That's no good. That's no good. Woman. So the chick now is kind of more confident with going into the pool. A man gets mugged, but fails as things come out of him endlessly out of his pocket. Flies out doves. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. A sick kid walks down a hallway. A woman gives birth, and there's fireworks, which is all the more reason why I think this is symbolic of, the fireworks are symbolic of good things or something being spread around, good being spread around. I don't know what it's. I don't really know. I'm just taking guesses here. So there's a man in the club. He walks up to another man and kisses him. I don't know if this is and then he gets fireworks, aka they're promoting this. They're promoting, in my view of this, what's going on here with what the fireworks are. This was promotion of homosexuality as good. So there could be a lot to cover there. Scripture, God created man and woman in the beginning to take care of the earth and to under the mission to bring forth offspring and fill the earth. That was also what Babel was about, is they refused to spread out after the flood, after man became so evil. But anyhow, yeah, two dudes, two chicks ain't gonna bring about no life. So it's what it is. It's rebellion against what God's mission was for man, and man will rebel in all sorts of different ways he can, whatever ways he can. Everybody has their sin and all that. But yeah, so yeah, that goes against everything, all the design of everything, kids, everything. You can't have your own kids. You can't bring them forth. I lost my thought there, but anyhow, I was just trying to cover certain bases with it. But yeah, that's portraying it as good when it's borrowing from Christianity to call something good, to portray something as good. There is no good or bad in a secular worldview. There's a good and bad in a Christian worldview, which they're borrowing to promote homosexuality in this video, because we have the standard for goodness. They're, God himself, and also God in the flesh, who is Jesus Christ, around 2,000 years ago, came to redeem mankind back to him. Getting lost in my thought again, but there's just so much rabbit trails one could cover. But yeah, it's the promotion of homosexuality as good, and it shows two men kissing. So, and I want to point this out right now. That video, when I wrote these notes, almost had 700 million views. So they promoted homosexuality, possibly to 700 million sets of eyes, seeing two men kiss. Just want to point that out, and also point out once again, as borrowing from the Christian worldview to promote something as good. That's borrowing from our worldview, and we have the absolute standard of God and Jesus. Jesus, God in the flesh, and God just not in the flesh. So, as a spirit. So, we have an absolute standard of good and bad. We know what bad is, and we know what good is, because we have a standard of good. Secularism doesn't have a standard. It just has subjectivism. So there's no standard, and it botches itself because you can have all these different standards. So self-sabotage worldview. Anyhow, now there's alcohol bottles. So I knew it. This is totally the promotion of alcohol, partying, living for yourself. Just get drunk, have fun. Don't do anything good with your life. Don't try and do something good and live for God and do stuff for other people and try and do good things. So yeah, in regards to the alcohol and the partying, and there's no doubt all this partying has all this sexual stuff as well, which isn't really portrayed, but that's what's tied into all that stuff in media anyway. So anyhow, 1 Peter 2:11, Dearly beloved, I beseech you as strangers and pilgrims, abstain from fleshly lusts which war against the soul. And they do indeed. It does indeed. Alright, so and then also what I could cover is 1 Corinthians 10:13 in regards to everybody participating in parties of the sort. There hath no temptation taken you but such as is common to man, but God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. So essentially what I want to point out is everybody with this party thing, they had the option to go to it or not, to get drunk or not, to party or not, to live for themselves or not, to and all the sexual stuff as well. So it's just a promotion of garbage, immorality. So the woman jumps in the pool after getting confident, and then she gets firework. Sick kid walks outside of what I suppose is a hospital. I don't have it in my notes. So he gets fireworks. So a good thing happened. Katy gathers a following of people, and there's all fireworks around her, and they dance and all that. Once again, Katy tattoos highlighted. The dome roof, just want to briefly point out, is symbolic of a woman's womb, as far as I'm aware, in symbolism stuff. Anyhow, to wrap things up, this video, what it shows is Katy. This is my interpretation of it. Katy is portrayed as the source of goodness and maybe even miracles. I don't know, but it seemed like it is in of itself a portrayal of her. Kinda, it's like a portrayal of her musical career, garnering a following, and she has done just that. She has definitely done that. But the question I'd like to pose is, as a spreader of goodness, is she such a thing? I guess we'll find out with enough media discernment videos on her content. But anyhow, that's all I have for this. Just want to point out again, this video had almost 700 million views. It probably does by the time I get this out. And they I already went all over all that of what they promoted, but yeah, they don't have a basis for good, and yet they're promoting Katy as the source of good. It must just be like a self-reflection on her career of all this following that she gained is good, but you know, all the worldly fame, what does it get you? It don't get you nothing. So it don't matter. Not that much worldly fame anyhow. I think she has something like 60-80 million Twitter followers, and that's just insane. I think one time I noticed she was gaining like something like 50,000 a day or 5,000 a day or something like that, and that's just nuts. Absolutely nuts. I couldn't hope to gain something like that. And you know, there might be various reasons and differences there. I'm not going to be promoting garbage content, but she might, because of her, you know, her contract and all that. But I am not tied to no contract, so I am free, based on my opinions and beliefs, to point out garbage content, and that's just what I aim to do. I'm going to hold all of them accountable to what they're putting out there. And I want to get to one after the next, after the next, after the next. I want to just keep doing media discernment, teach people media discernment, and point this stuff out for parents as well. We have a lot of good we can do because they're pushing garbage. Because of that, because of what they're doing, which is not so good, we have all the more opportunity to delve through it and point stuff out and cause a lot of good from that. So that's the hope. But anyhow, thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for more media discernment on Katy Perry's music videos and all sorts of other ones. Whoever's promoting the garbage, let me know, and I'll get to those. And I'll hopefully get to this. I want to get to them. So this is the second one I did today, but that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for more media discernment. I will see you up ahead. Take her cool.